is room for all in the shadow of God's wing. There is room for all sheltered in God's love. And I rejoice and sing, my refuge and my rock in whom I trust. There is room for all. There is room for all. Chacun a sa place, on les pris sur l'aile de Dieu. Chacun a sa place, en l'amour de Dieu. De joie je chanterai mon refuge en lequel je me confie. Chacun a sa place.
Welcome to Sabbath Reflection. May the breath of life nourish your heart and your spirit in this time of contemplation. My name is Denise Davis Taylor, and I am a chaplain at the University of Alberta and a diaconal minister with St. Paul's United Church in Edmonton. I am grateful to be on Treaty 6 land, the traditional territories of the Cree, the Lakota Sioux, the Blackfoot, the Dene, and the Métis. Trees are human companions. I know I can forget how much we rely on trees. They provide shelter and food, and they even provide the air we breathe. Did you know, for example, that 50% of the world's oxygen is produced by trees and other plant life? No wonder we feel so good when we're out of doors. In Genesis, and again in Revelations, the first and the last books of the Bible, God is imaged as the tree of life. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 9, it says, "Out of the ground the Lord God made grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life also was in the midst of the garden." And in Revelations, the last chapter, 22, it says, "Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, bright as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb, through the middle of the street of the city. On either side of the river is the tree of life, with its 12 kinds of fruit, producing its fruit each month. And the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nations." Trees affect us at all levels of our being, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Birch bark is used for pain relief. Cedar is used to make clothing by the Salish and the Haida nations on the west coast. They provide protection from the sun and an amazing variety of food for humans and birds and creatures of all kinds. Cedar is burned in indigenous ceremonies of smudging for cleansing. Just being in the forest with the canopy overhead and the forest floor underfoot is an awe-inspiring experience. Trees are a perfect metaphor for God's sheltering, nourishing, healing presence in the world. Trees are also very communal. They communicate and help each other by giving of scents, sharing fungi and other nutrients through the roots, and they even respect each other's spaces to grow. They shelter other species while they are growing, and they provide nourishment to seedlings from rotting trunks. I was taught by several First Nations elders that all we need do is learn from the earth to know the good way to live. In recent months, I have sat underneath these trees and been reminded about how slowly time moves for the trees. Some live thousands of years, and others several hundreds of years if they're allowed to grow. Like the divine, they have a long perspective. As the poet Rilke puts it, to you the ages are as seasons. In these times when we do not know exactly what the future will be like, I find it comforting in knowing the things that won't change. There will continue to be forests to walk in, trees giving the breath of life and companionship for generations to come, witnessing to history unfolding around them. Take some time to sit beneath a tree and notice. Consciously breathe and be aware that as you breathe in, the oxygen produced by that tree, the carbon dioxide you breathe out is being absorbed by it. How does it feel in your body, in your mind, in your spirit to sit beneath this tree? Where is God for you? May the peace that passes all understanding rest in your heart, now and always. Amen.
Spirit, go.